So can I? Well, it says zero defeated, so. Oh, but. Hmm. I'm thinking, like, I don't actually know if this will delete my other game data. Probably not. It's probably fine. We'll just continue from here. I've played this game, like, so many times, so we'll just continue. I just, like, won't use the queen sword and stuff. I forgot how good this looks. Dear God. They did such a good job. So I don't know. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit, but maybe I can beat this in a couple hours. For all I know, the speedrun is a couple hours. I doubt it. I doubt that it would take that long for a speedrunner to beat this, but I've played this game to death, so I don't really see why it would take me too awful long to beat it. Hey, Ozuri, thanks. How you doing today? So, obviously, I'm playing on an account where I unlocked everything. Like, this is my platinum account. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna play with the queen sword or whatever it is that lets you kill them in one hit, because that's just kind of boring. But I might still play with, like, the... Well, maybe not the mask either, because that makes you stronger too, doesn't it? Today was actually a really good day, Alzari. Thanks for asking. I was able to get a lot of work done in not a lot of time, so that's always nice, which is why I had time to do this. So I don't know, maybe I'll be able to beat this entire game. I should have gotten water before I started. There really is such a greater depth of shading in this remastered version. It's a lot darker, which I guess when they made the original Shadow, they made it like super bright and exposed to give you like almost the sense that you were in a mystical place, as I understand. And aside from reminding myself of which Colossus comes next, I don't think I'm ever gonna like need to use the sword to shine light off of, because I know where all of them are. I think this is also the account where I even have all of the coins, which were like a new collectible for this remaster. So I should have that badass sword too. I'd like too that in this remaster there's definitely more of a female voice in Dorman. It was definitely like just dudes in the PlayStation 2 version.
Dorming before. Our Yula. Oshtu Hailua Wuki Waikua. Ujes Yazu Sudoko. Was Nordekyo Wuti Yula.
I will answer soon. I will be your item. Darling, cute.
Is Kyunku. It is all of you Iweriko. It's not all amusement. I will declick if the least to is. Uranora.
I forgot how long of a cutscene this was, so I totally have time to go get water real quick.
You do. You bet, Sanada.
You'd think I would learn my lesson and not game in a leather chair that makes all this noise. Okay. There's a little Easter egg from The Last Guardian. That wasn't obviously there in the PlayStation 2 version, but I think I remember where it is. So I'm gonna go grab that. Probably on the way to Colossus 6, I think. Is 6 the Minotaur? Who's the... oh. I was gonna say who's the third, but it's Gaius or whatever his name is, the big guy. I say big guy, they're Colossi, of course they're big. Okay, I need to figure out what my buttons do again. Hi, aggro. And I need to choose, like, items. I've only collected 4 lizard tails, really? Nope, not that. I don't remember what the buttons do. Hi, aggro. It's been a long time since I played this. I basically played this right when it came out. The PlayStation version. And I haven't played it since. So, I'm just relying on like my childhood PlayStation 2 memory of how to play this game. Oh, aggro looks so good. Alright, I've got approximately 600 million swords because I've completed this game a ton. Which one is the... I think that's the one that kills them in one hit, and I don't want that. Sorry, aggro. Hold on. Because it's not really very much fun, right? To just kill them in one hit. Hey, BTG! This PS4 version, as I remember, is like really good. I think for most people, like, it's a perfectly fine, like, substitute for having played any of the other versions. How do I get off? There we go. Oh good, my battery is low. Okay, so do you see what I'm doing here? What's the, there we go. I'm so used to playing The Last Guardian that I expected him to grab on his own. Wow, I have to remember how to do this. I have to remember how to play a game where I have to grab. Oh, yeah. See, I just expected him to grab it. Boy, this is completely counterintuitive to everything I've been doing lately. I'll get it. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Challenge number 1. Can I just climb basic walls? Hey, Wadhorg, how you doing? This absolutely makes me, like, appreciate The Last Guardian's auto-grab more, but this game definitely needs to be the way that it is. Like, it needs this grab mechanic. It would take all the fun out of it to have it be like Last Guardian. You know, actually, BTG, I have to admit that I've never played Eco, whichever you prefer. I'm really holding out for a PlayStation 5 remaster. Can't... Oh, okay, I have to do this first, I see. Because I really, really struggled to play the PS3 Shadow of the Colossus. The PS2 one was fantastic, and I grew up with it, and it's great. But the only Eco version that I have is the one that came like alongside the PS3 Shadow. And I had such a negative experience with that PS3 version that I don't want my first experience of Eco to be tainted by potentially a bad, first experience. So I'm hoping for PS5 since Shadow got remastered. Shadow, Wander, can you climb up his leg, please? I know the mechanics, I just have to to remember how to do it. Yeah, GDQ was so much fun. It was really, really fun to do some runs there. Does he not have a mark on his back, too? Oh, well, okay. Bye. Sorry, dude. It could be that I'm really strong. It could be that that was a one-hit sword. I don't remember. I'll switch it for Wonder's normal sword. Sorry, Valis? Is that his name? You can't convince me that you ever truly played this game if you didn't try to outrun these things every time. But I'm pretty sure, BTG, that if they ever do a remaster of Ico, I can't even decide which one I think it's pronounced as from time to time. If they ever do a remaster, I'm pretty sure that I'll end up speedrunning that. Because it's basically The Last Guardian, except Yorda instead of Trico. You know? That's her name, right? Yorda? Hi, Silver Lurker. How you doing today? Feel free to lurk, as your name implies. I do have to say, like, overall I really love this remaster, but I think that those statues exploding is kind of not as impactful as it was in the original. Yeah, my next foe is Quadratus, right? The bull. Oh, hi, buddy. You were here already. Way to go. I was so obsessed with this game when I was little that I used to just run around this map on aggro. Like, not even fight Colossi, just run around the map. And then at school, like during study hall, I would draw the map from memory. I loved this game so much. Yeah, it's... You know, you made me look outside, Lurker. It snowed like 2 days ago, and now the sun is just blindingly bright outside. So yeah, you can't look out the window without getting a headache here. So, which... Is this just Wonder's normal sword? You used to... Can you not? You used to be able to... Like, there you go. I was gonna say, to spur aggro really fast. I really want to run platinum % of this game. but the platinum percent, like, run is so long. I think the world record is like 12 hours. So, you know, in practice, you're looking at closer to like 14. I know you're in there. Where's my bow? Oh, there we go. Oh, but now I have 600 arrows, I remember. Okay, I think this is just the normal bow. I remember... How do I shoot? Okay, it's coming back. I remember having all sorts of little tricks from playing this so much. Like being able to shoot myself from aggro up onto this guy's shoulders. I don't think there's any way I could do that now. Clearly should have aimed for the other one. I'm sure speedrunners would know whether it's faster to climb or to like jump climb. Am I stuck? No, I guess not. Hey there! Can I call you M? What do you normally go by? How are you doing today? Also, okay. I gotta try to, like, just use Wonder Sword. I want to see if I still kill them in one hit. I mean, that seems like it's still gonna be one hit no matter what. I'm just too powerful. To be fair, this is a completely platinumed account, so that would be why. Sorry, buddy. You're so cute. Yeah, shake your head a little bit. I don't want to just kill you right away, my dude. The only one that I would really kind of not complain that it one-shots their marks on is Phalanx. Oh, and also the one with the like teeth on his head that you smack. Phalanx is fun. I think he's my favorite. But it is kind of annoying having to get him down twice. I know you can do it in one cycle if you're fast, but... But yeah, come to think of it, I might just intentionally use the one-shot sword, if it turns out that this isn't it, on the guy with teeth. Cannot for the life of me remember his name. And also, Argus? Is that the monkey one with the sword? I have a history with him that I just want him dead. I want him out of my life. A lot of people really love him, I guess. He's like one of their favorite. Next should be Gaius, I think. Okay, so I think, if I remember correctly, that Gaius is over here. I don't remember anymore, but it used to be that if you ran in a straight line for long enough, there would be like a hawk that would come down and fly alongside you. Yeah, there he is. I guess he still does. And it looks like they fixed the little, like, aggro's path mapping around that corner. I remember all the time he would go down the opposite one no matter how hard I pushed to the left. I was really scared when I heard that this remaster was going to be a thing, because my experience was so, like, lackluster in the PlayStation 3 version. I was really worried that they were just gonna, like, take the PlayStation 3 version and work off of that and make it, like, even worse. Which, I mean, to be fair, PlayStation 3 version is not bad. It's just, it's hard to go from how PlayStation 2 version felt to how that first remaster felt. How do I go under the water? Eventually, I can... Wait, can I even go under the water? Is that a thing I can do? Wow, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I can. I'm not crazy. It is still kind of weird to me that they don't, like, keep the camera above the water. You can't see anything. But, you know, stylistic choices, whatever. So let me just... No. That was a mistake. How do I do the thing? Yep, that. I just wanted to look. It does look like this is Wonder's sword. So... I just don't want to be using, you know, the Queen's sword or whatever that's called. These walls are going to be the end of me. Gaius is basically one of two reasons that I don't think I will ever speedrun the entire Shadow of the Colossus game. I may speedrun individual colossi, but I don't know, like, I tried to learn that thing where you shoot yourself up off of Gaius's sword. Hey, buddy. He's gonna walk, isn't he? This is the other reason that I don't like Gaius. That was a whistling arrow, not an explosive arrow. I'm smart. Well, because I could never get that trick to work, there's not really much I can do right now except for lure him over here until he breaks his armor. Whoops. I have these arrows, might as well use them. Stop moving your belly button, dude. Boy, I am just an awful shot, aren't I? There we go. I think he's still too close. Even if I get him to hit this, he's not gonna be close enough. But yeah, in the speed run, obviously you don't have to get him to do this at all, where he breaks his armor. But even after practice, like I've never gotten him to like shoot me into the air. And also, I always have a problem getting him to like not follow me and just swing his sword, which is clearly what's happening now. Gaius and I don't have the best relationship. Okay, looks like that's all I can do there. Okay, buddy. Ah, I knew there was a button to just look at the Colossus. Okay, okay. You ready? You ready, dude? Can you swing at me? Now, stop following me, okay? I'm just gonna like stand here? Yeah, okay. Did he just like slam me directly on the head? Am I dead? Right, well, it's broken. That's what I care about. Yeah, lots of people really love Gaius. What were you swinging at, dude? I'm like 6 miles away over here. Hi. And I mean, I could totally see why lots of people like Gaius. He's really cool. God damn it. You know, I thought that might happen, but I couldn't remember whether Wander, like, slid around and then grabbed, or if you needed to grab before he did that. Now I know. Also, that temple in the background looks amazing. I was just trying to make it up there. Alright, I'll just play it safe next time. Come on, guys. You got a cute little monkey face, don't you? Is he a monkey? Is he a person? What is he? I think I gotta let him come toward me and like stomp. Yeah, not really what I wanted, but maybe he'll do his thing now. So are you meant to make it all the way to his arm? Like his arm fur when he swings his sword down? Or are you meant to like hang on to the side of his sword for a little bit? I genuinely don't remember. It's been a while since I've played. Buddy, I'm gonna need you to swing that sword, please. There's one way for me to get on your body, and you're kinda not doing it. Yes, you're very handsome, though. Alright, I'm gonna bait him into like a stomp or something so that he can get that out of the way. Could you swing at me, Gaius? Swing your sword. I mean, it's a distance-based thing, which is why I'm trying to keep my distance from him, because I'm too close right now. Stomp. Alright, buddy. You got like a super clear shot. Just wallop me right in the head. Please? I often have this problem with Gaius, and I don't really know why. Okay, he's gonna finally do this. I think it's just something about the way that I play Gaius. Okay, can I just like hold on to the side of this? No, 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 Wonder. Just, can I get on his arm hairs? Oh, I want to be on his arm hairs. Did I seriously grab, like, the one part of his arm where I can't move? Alright, there we go. I remember there used to be, maybe there still is, like, weird seams around these pieces of armor on his arm. Yeah, see, like, I feel like there's a seam right there that I'm getting stuck on. So it seems like it still exists. I'll do his head first. I've never been good at finding, you know, the places that the speedrunners use, where you can't be, like, shaken around. I've never been good at finding those. And for the sake of not falling off of Gaius, I am literally just gonna go around like this instead of stepping down onto the platform. Bye-bye, buddy. I guess that, oh jeez. I guess that was me falling off of his chest and then cracking my skull upon his sword. So next is Phaedra, I think, which is like one of my favorites. I think a lot of people don't like Phaedra. I don't really ever hear very many people talk about it. I want to see if I can get aggro to just shoot me straight up on its butt instead of having to do the, like, grave thing where you trigger it to put its head down. Although, to be fair, I never realized that I wasn't solving it like the game intended. I guess you're supposed to make Phaedra look down into the graves and then, like, run to the opposite side and climb up his butt. But I always thought that you were supposed to make him look down in the graves and then, like, grab onto his whisker thingies that are on his face. And that's just what I've always done. Now, if I'm being real, I kind of only have a vague memory of where Phaedra is. And I think I'm probably going to accidentally end up going to the lizard instead of Phaedra. Because that is the bird. I'm kind of stubborn. I don't want to use the sword to show me where to go. Because I have like a mental blank between right here and the entrance to the horse place. So if you go through here, which looks so amazing, by the way, Because this fog I don't think was here before, and like the fireflies. If you go through here and then go straight, that's the lizard. Nope, it is just Phaedra, so... Oh, yeah, okay, I know the difference. I know the difference. The entrance to the lizard is further to the right. Also, why can't I remember the lizard's name? Start with a K, maybe? He's a tail trapped within a pale deep within the forest, a shadow that crawls on the walls. That one. Also, just kind of assuming that this is a horse. I've always assumed it was a horse. If it is not, maybe it's like an alpaca or something. Correct me. Okay, I kind of want to try just flinging myself up onto him. Aggro, I was trying to get some momentum, my dude. Why does his butt seem like it's 600 miles in the air? I am never going to be able to reach that. I guess I could have reached his legs. I don't know. I'll do it the grave way. No, wrong sword. I want a bow. Hey, buddy. Looky, looky. Can you tell I'm over here? I guess not. But I'm gonna tell him as soon as I walk out from behind that wall. But if he keeps his head there, I can climb up his whisker dinglers. Oh, okay, he's moving right now. Of course he is. Hey, dude. I got a plan. Follow me. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that light. Because I feel like if I call aggro too, that'll let him know where I am, right? Why are you turning around? Oh, your butt was in such a perfect position. Dude. Alright, come on, take a look. I'm right here. Because I could have sworn that he like leans down so that his eyes peeking into the grave, and then you can either grab his face dinglers or or climb up his butt. I mean, he's got to get his little stompy tantrum over with first, and then he looks down, right? Or not? I'm just gonna kind of watch what he does, because I don't, truth be told, fully remember how this fight goes. His eyes are still red. He's still angry. You got some angry shuffles going on here, dude? Okay, okay. Now stick your head and look and see if I'm in there. Did Aggro come over right next to me because I'm supposed to use him to get up? Yeah, okay, okay. Wonder, grab on, please. You know, while his head was down, I probably could have just climbed onto his head instead of having to do this. So next is Avion, who might be one of the ones that I fought the most. I think Avion's the closest I ever got to speedrunning anything in Shadow, and I didn't even realize it, like, as a little kid. Because it got to the point where with Avion, I could do the thing where you, like, drop from his wing mid-flip, like, onto his tail. I just kind of learned how to do that because I fought him so much. I don't think that I can probably do that anymore. Guess I could try. Yeah, you know, now that... It's almost like I can't unsee it. Now that I've seen him as an alpaca, I don't think he'll ever be a horse again. Phaedra is one of the ones that I feel particularly bad for, though. Because he's like... He's particularly peaceful, you know? Like, Gaius has a sword, and for Pete's sake, whatever the name of the lizard one is that shoots laser beams, he's got laser beams. You know, at least he seems a little dangerous, but Phaedra is just a nice little alpaca. It's going to drive me nuts. I have to find out what that lizard one's name is. Actually, you know what? Do these statues just tell me what their names are? Because there's Avion. It's him. Yeah, I can't do it yet. Okay. Fine. I guess because I haven't beaten them, it won't let me kneel. I could have sworn it started with a K. And it sounds like Kamatari or something. Pretty sure Avion is just over here. So I'm gonna need this. Kuromori, that's what it is. Jeez. I wonder if it was intended to be like Kuromori, like shadowed forest from Japanese, or like black forest. Also, apparently Artie's gone. He's somewhere. Nope, wrong button. After playing this, I'm sure that the next time that I run not Shadow Colossus, Last Guardian next week, I'm gonna be so confused about the controls again. I don't know why I opened up my splits there. It's habit. Whenever I touch something on my computer, I'm used to like tabbing back into the splits so that I can split. So I feel like the closest... That can't be the closest one, is it? I guess so. Oh no, it's right here. So I can't remember. Does it matter which one of these I stand on? Oh, he's just coming right away. Okay. I don't want to be on this little, like, thingy, though. I want to be on his fur. There we go. I don't remember his wing flap pattern to know for sure if I'm safe. Like, I could have just dropped from there onto his back. I know that I could have, but without practice, I no longer remember the timing. Where am I from? I am from the East Coast of the United States. I've been to Italy. I went to... I guess it was just Rome that I went to. There's his little feet. Brazil is one country that I've never been to. Actually, I have never been to any of like Middle or South America, which I've kind of always meant to, but the opportunity's never really presented itself. How many reptiles do I have? I currently have 3, but that's certainly not going to be the number that we completely end up with. I have plans to get a couple day geckos for a breeding project. I'll be getting at least 1, if not 2 more reptiles this year. Plus, a lot of people think it sounds creepy, but I also raise roaches, like cockroaches. Which a lot of people are like, ew, why would you do that in your house? But when you have reptiles, they eat roaches, and it's much cheaper to raise them yourself than it is to buy them. So we have a big old bin of roaches. Yeah, it certainly took some convincing for my husband to be like, alright, fine, you can have hundreds of roaches just underneath the table. Guess I'll live with it. Is 6 the Minotaur? Yeah. Okay. Can't remember his name. Barba, right? I guess. I mean, on the bright side, they're great for like waste disposal. Because if we have leftover veggies or whatever, just toss them in with the roaches, they'll eat it, you know? And it's good for them, so. I'm gonna see real quick if I can find that Last Guardian Easter egg while we're here, because what kind of Last Guardian speedrunner would I be if I didn't? You know, as odd as it is to say, I've never really considered keeping bearded dragons. I don't know, there's just a lot of other reptiles that pique my interest, and you can only have so many, unfortunately, so. But we don't raise rats or mice, mostly just because they're much more challenging than roaches. But we certainly do need a lot of those. We go to reptile expos to get our rats and mice because all of the reptiles will eat them. It's not just the snake. And the boa, where is this? It's like over here somewhere, I think. The boa is 6 feet long, so he eats like rather large mice. but the tegu and the bluey will eat mice as well. Well, I mean, I guess the boa will eat rats. The others will eat mice. There's a cave somewhere. I know there is. I could have sworn it was like right around here. This forest looks different now in the remaster because, you know, obviously this cave wasn't here in the original. I thought it was just like right here. Oh, I want to find it. Hi, aggro. Oh wait, is this it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a Trico barrel. I don't really think there's anything I can do with it, unfortunately, but I really like that touch. I figured we would go find that on the way to Barba. Speaking of barrels, by the way, I am thinking that I'd like to be a mod on the I keep saying Shadow the Colossus just because I'm playing it. On the Last Guardian leaderboards. The only reason I haven't asked is because, like, I want to get better and better times before I ask, but in the end it doesn't really matter. Am I going the right way? Anyway, if I ever get to be mod, I think I would like to add all barrels as a category for the Last Guardian. So maybe we'll do that speedrun after any percent. In answer to your question about how you raise roaches, you basically, the roaches that I raise, thankfully, they can't really live at like normal house temperatures. So if they get out, it's not like you're suddenly going to have, you know, a roach infestation in your house or something. You have to keep them a little bit warm or they won't breed. So you keep them a little bit warm and you unfold some egg cartons so that they can like live in those, and then you feed them fruits and veggies, and that's all. It's very easy. I guess I should clarify, they are in like a giant Tupperware, like a big storage bin that has a locking lid. But of course, my husband loves to tell the story of when we first started raising them. He was like, "Are you sure that this is going to be fine? Like, are you sure they're not going to be all over our house?" And I was like, "Come on, they can't climb up a smooth surface. They're not going to get out. It's fine." Not even 12 hours after I said that, he found a gigantic adult male on the bathroom floor. He just gave me this look like, you had better be thankful that I like you. I actually wanted to kind of like fall down the whole way. Please? I hope I'm still running in the right direction. Oh, that was the wrong direction. Good. I remember this fight becoming like really chaotic if he's allowed to catch up with you. I know there's a faster way to solve this. There usually is, but I'm just gonna do it this way. I remember Barba being the one in the PlayStation 3 version that first, like, really showed me that the physics were wonky in that version. Because I remember, like, not being able to hit him ever. Because, okay? Because the game just would not admit that I wasn't noodling around. It was so frustrating. Hey buddy, I didn't mean to fall off. Come back. Don't leave me. I don't quite remember how the speedrunners do it, but I know that they don't do it, like, exactly this way. There has to be a faster way. Also, I don't remember what side his little thingy is on. His symbol. I actually kind of think it's this side. Who's number 7? Oh, is it... I guess it's supposed to be a bull. I always thought it was a tiger. The one that's afraid of fire. I think that's number 7. Maybe. Because then number 8 is the lizard, and number 9 is the... the explodey turtle. With the geysers. Oh. So it must all, like, be pushed by one. Because apparently, number 7 is Lightning Snake Man. Electric Eel, I suppose? Aggro, where are you going? I always get a little bit confused between, like, 7 and 12. Which Colossi come in which order. Okay, so for this one... Yeah, I guess the sword is fine for this one. Looks like Artorias has just completely decided that he's done for the day. Normally he'd be out and about and like wandering around, but it is a little bit chilly. I do have the camera pointed at him, you just can't tell because he's hiding. I think like a big reason that I used to play this game so much as a kid is just because it's so relaxing listening to Agro's feet. Like the fact that there's no music playing for the majority of the time really helps. You know, and of course they basically do the same thing in The Last Guardian. Oh, wait. Is it Electric Boy or is it Dirge? Have I gone to the wrong place? I wasn't actually like paying attention to the statue. It was just Snake Man. It's totally this guy, right? Yeah, it's this guy. Excuse me, aggro. When it comes to atmosphere, like, the Team Eco games are just unbeatable. They are just right at the top of their game, as you could say. Because the most common way to tell a story, right, is to have an idea of what you expect the viewer to experience, and then to cater the visuals and the music and everything to make sure that that's what they experience. And that's why you have these vast cinematic scores throughout games, you know, like Halo and things like that. But this approaches it a little differently by just putting you in a world and letting you feel whatever you're going to feel. You know, they're not trying to constantly be forcing an idea into your head about what you're supposed to be thinking. There's a lot of quiet time for you to figure out what you think yourself. And that's not a bash on other games that have these vast cinematic scores and really guide you through the story, because there's definitely a place for those. I mean, to some extent, The Last Guardian even does that. It's kind of ham-fisted with its emotional storytelling. So that guy, like, wonking out like that for a second reminded me that this PlayStation remaster was the only time that I ever encountered this guy going, like, super crazy. His visuals are so good in this remaster, though. He didn't used to have, like, all these little yellow things. It used to just be the spikes, I think. Couldn't quite get it. He's not gonna let me, right? You have to two-cycle him? Oh, I got him. Alright. I feel like normally he makes you two-cycle him by diving so that you can't get that last hit. So now it's Lizard Boy, I think. Kuromori. Because I'm fairly confident he's number 8. In which case Turtle Guy must be number 10. So I should be able to beat this, right? I was thinking earlier if I was just like way giving myself too much credit in thinking that I could beat this in one sitting. But oh, I didn't even listen to Nextfo, but I'm pretty confident that's who it is. Yeah, I thought maybe I was being overconfident and thinking I could beat this in just a couple hours, but I guess as long as you know where you're supposed to go, right? Yeah, that's exactly who it is. Cool. He's one of my favorites. I like him a lot. On the other hand, though, so how many Colossi are there? Are there 15 or are there 16? Because if there's 16, then this would be basically halfway. And then we could do this next Friday too, which would be fun. I'm still kind of feeling Dark Souls-y, so I do want to get Dark Souls in on a Friday, but I am having fun, so maybe doing this for 2 weeks would be fun. Aggro, come on, buddy. Aggro, where are you going? Okay. This place is so beautiful. I remember, like, this place in particular being really pretty. Aggro, can you go around the rock, buddy? Apparently not. Okay, fine. If you want to go that way, you can go that way. I usually stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Monday and Thursday is Spyro. Although, to be fair, Thursday is probably going to end up being Hollow Knight soon. And then Tuesday is The Last Guardian. Friday is... Whoa! Friday is more if I have time. to stream than I will. But I work my stream schedule around work, which, I mean, I run my own business, so sometimes I have a lot of work, sometimes I don't have like any work. So that's why Friday is so variable. Like today, actually, I got really lucky. I have a certain amount per day that I try to make in order to make sure that I'm consistently, you know, able to pay my bills. And today I was able to make that like way quicker than normal, so I was like, all right, you know, Shadow of the Colossus, we're gonna be able to stream today. But other days, you know, I have to work all day just to barely break into that amount. I gotta remember how this guy works. Yeah, I think that because of when my streams usually end up being, most people do just lurk because they're at work. No, no, no. What's the... Yep, that. Ouch. Don't you get up, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna get him easy. Sorry, man. Oh, what? I feel bad. But yeah, Spyro Monday, Thursday streams are usually at noon. And The Last Guardian on Tuesday usually starts at 10 a.m. Eastern because The Last Guardian takes like way longer. So that usually means we end at about the same time every day. Yeah, people like just stop in for lunch and say hi and hang out for a bit and then they'll duck out. So next, then, is probably Tiger Bull Boy. I think it's a bull. Like, canonically, I think it's a bull. Well, like I said, I always thought it was a tiger. Is it not a tiger? It has claws. Right? Like, when it swats at you when you have the torch in your hand, it totally has claws. Wait, maybe it's Colossus, is it 14 that I'm thinking of? Maybe that's the bull. The one that's sitting at the top of the stairs and keeps knocking the pillars over. I always thought that one was a lion, so maybe that's the one that I'm confused on. Oh, okay, so dry lake bed, that's Turtle Man, actually. Turns out I just don't know when Torchy Boy shows up. I've thought that he was like the last 3. I have no idea what this one's name is. I'm sure that I would recognize it if I heard it, but... Like, I think this is the first one where his name doesn't actually come to mind. Bassaran? Is that his name, or is that the Japanese name for Basarios in Monster Hunter? This guy only has one sigil, I think, so he should be pretty easy. Ooh, can I get aggro to jump off this thing? I don't know, I just think it's cute. You can totally blow down these trees with explosive arrows, but I always feel bad. Because they, like, don't fix themselves, I don't think. Like, once you do it, it's just done. Aggro, why are you, like, not moving? Aggro, buddy, I feel like you used to listen to me better. I'm gonna need you to do the thing. I'm trying to get him to just, like, whip around. I know he can do that. There we go. I'm in trouble. Hey, buddy. Do I actually have to hit both? Oh, I will. You used to be able to, yeah, walk under his tail. Don't you flip yourself over, dude. I'm not ready. Alright. Aggro, buddy, why would you do that? You're gonna get yourself pancaked. I remember this game being so revolutionary. Like, I remember watching about it on TV. On, what was that, X Games or whatever? on that TV station that doesn't exist anymore. Um, and them just being like, oh, this is just so groundbreaking. And it really was. Not only in like the vastness and scope of what you get to experience, but just like the textures, like this fur and stuff was really revolutionary, I think. Now, surely it's Torchboy, right? If I say that enough times, it'll be true. A broken clock is right twice a day. To be fair, the next one might be Dirge. Yeah, it sure is. Really? Are the two... I was gonna say, are the two cats so close together, but I don't think that one of them is supposed to be a cat. I think that's on me. So the two small ones are really close together then. They're only like 3 apart or something. Was Cybernet a show that would like review games and tell you like a score about whether you should buy them or not? Because I think that was where I first heard about it on TV. And then immediately I was like, I need to buy this game. Yeah, maybe it was that. Maybe that is where I saw it then. G4, was that the channel that I'm thinking of? It doesn't exist anymore, but it used to have like a bunch of video game stuff, and it also used to have like oh, I forgot my controller was dying. It used to also have like Japanese TV shows, I think. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Continue. This is how you get to Dirge, right? Oh, you know what? I need to go through this area. I remember. Sorry, aggro. I got a little turned around. Dirge is just in a tunnel past the previous guy we just fought. So up ahead, I think up ahead, at the other end of Dirge's tunnel, is Thor, that like gigantic bird that you can use. Aggro. For that trophy, I think it's a trophy, right? That says like hold on to a bird for X amount of time. Thor is like the best one to use because he's giant and he can carry you for a really long way. I don't know who named him Thor, but that's just always what I've seen him referred to as. Alright, I'm gonna need this. We might be able to do enough damage to one cycle this guy too. Just like we did the water serpent. But I feel like you're not supposed to be able to do that. You know, like on a first playthrough. You don't have enough stamina and enough strength, I don't think. Don't quite remember how to trigger him. I don't remember where he is. I guess he's right here. Hey, thanks for the raid. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Where is he? Buddy, pay attention to me. Wow, he just does not seem to care, does he? Hey. Oh, good. Thanks, aggro. Dirge, my dude. I'm totally right here. Could you pay attention a little bit? Aggro's buried in sand. I have never seen Dirge like not care this much. That was my fault. I just completely ran into him. I'm just trying to get his attention so that he'll chase me. Okay, I think he's angry enough probably now. Aggro, buddy. You were kind of supposed to just eject me up onto his back. Thank you. Wonder. You are being equally problematic. Can we just stab a man? Thank you. Oh, he is way under. There's no way we're one cycling that. Oh well. Oh shucks, I have to fight a Colossus for longer. I'm so disappointed. Oh, he can crash into those? I had no idea. I thought he had to run into a wall. That's cool. Now surely it's the torch one. I've said that for like the last 5 Colossus in a row. It has to be this guy, finally, right? Also, I really wish Artie was out for you guys, but he is just asleep. Like, you can see him. He's actually, like, in this log, you can see the side of his face, but not really, because he's being shy. Alright, thy next foe is... Yes, an altar over the lake. He's afraid of fire. He has to be a tiger, right? Like, am I crazy in thinking that one of them was a bull? Because I totally thought that Colossus 14, or whatever he is, was a lion. But I guess he could be a bull. No, he's totally a lion. He roars, right? Am I making this up that somebody said sometime that there was a bull Colossus? Because in my brain, Cenobia and Celosia are cats. Okay, well, it's a long way to this lake, so let me just whip out this iPad. And is there a bull Colossus? Colossus 11, Celosia the Bull Colossus. Although the developer nickname was apparently the Lion, despite its bull-like horns. So is it a bull or is it a lion? What? Okay, well, I'm not crazy. But if that one's supposed to be a lion, then what's the one that I thought was a lion? So the one that I'm thinking of is Colossus 14, right? Cenobia. Oh, the Cerberus Colossus, apparently. That makes no sense. So, I guess what we've learned here is that the 11th Colossus is called the Bull Colossus, but it's not actually supposed to be a bull, I guess. And then the 14th Colossus is a small creature. It's called the Cerberus Colossus, but what's a Cerberus? A dog. Well, it doesn't really look like a dog, I guess. So, forevermore, they will continue to be, to me, number 11, the tiger, and number 14, the lion. And yeah, I totally could have just vaulted from the top down into the water. But I didn't want to take the chance that I just fell and died, and then we went back to the shrine, so we're going this way. Okay, I don't want my sword, probably. I don't need to put it away though. Hey, Frog Mage, how you doing? Yep, I finally fixed RDCam. There's... I forget where to go. I put it now in a place where Artie can't keep dunking it in his water ball. That doesn't mean that Artie wants to be on cam right now.
Long may the sun shine.
Was that a sub? Whoa, jeez. Thank you so much. I wasn't watching the Colossus. But thank you so much. How are you doing? How does this fight work? Oh, he has to run into this, right? Yeah. Oh boy, if he hits me, I think that we're just kind of like done for. I will read your message in just a moment. I saw the word Trico, which already makes me pretty jolly. Buddy, can you let me up? He's gonna just fling me straight off the end of this arena, I think. Completely forgot what the grab button was, which is why I kind of just vaulted right into his face. Haha. Oh, where am I? Oh, what's happening? How do I pick things up? I don't remember. Okay, finally. At least he knocked me back in this corner. Oh, thank you so much. It's great to hear that you enjoyed that. I had so much fun doing that run. It was really fun to be able to like talk to chat and what's the grab button? Help. And you know, just like I know it fears the flames. And be able to talk to people and run it at AGD or not AGDQ. GDQFF is what I'm trying to say. It is really hard to focus on, like... Okay, hand. Yeah, cool. Gimme. Nope, that's sword. I can figure this out, I swear to God. But, since you said that it was interesting to you, if you... I know that a lot of people who were watching at GDQ were really disappointed that we didn't get to... What is the grab button? Thank you. We're really disappointed that we didn't get to watch the cutscenes. I'm gonna do a playthrough on Tuesday of The Last Guardian that is like all the cutscenes. So if you actually want to see like what they are, Tuesday at 10 a.m. is our usual Last Guardian run. Okay, we've got the situation back under control. I mean, it'll still be a speed run of The Last Guardian, but I'll just set up the splits so that I can pause for the cutscenes. Feel like you can totally, like, kill him in one hit if you just dive bomb with your sword out. But I don't remember how to do that. Ha-hya! Oh, that was just a cliff. Oh, I'm gonna get you, buddy. Aw, I missed. That was close. Oh, come on. I'm so close. Gimme. This guy I remember for, like, time attack being really annoying because he'll just do this, like, forever. There we go. It's 10 a.m. Eastern. UTC -5, I believe. But yeah, we run Last Guardian every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. But just next week in particular, I'll do cutscenes because, like, so many people were disappointed that we couldn't play them all. Honestly, 1 hour in, you're not really gonna miss that much. The biggest cutscene is, I want to say, like, an hour 45, 2 hours in. And then obviously, like, the ending cutscenes, which are gonna be like 3.5 hours. Because the most important cutscenes in The Last Guardian are the second time you get eaten in a cage, and then the end, of course. Paradise Floats. Oh. Toothy Man, that's who this is. Plus, of course, I always upload to YouTube afterwards. Well, I guess I don't want to say always, but a run like that, I would upload to YouTube afterwards, so. But yeah, I think we're so close to taking second place in The Last Guardian. And honestly, it's in the splits to take the world record. It's just, you know, you have to play it over and over until Trico just gives you a really good run on his end, and then you also have to be good at the same time. So, but it's in the splits. It's there. And I keep waiting. I keep being like, I'll ask to be mod, like another mod on the Last Guardian leaderboards once I get a better time. And then I get a better time and I'm like, but I could make it better. I'll just wait. And so I've been waiting through literally, it's been like 30 minutes of time save now, and I still haven't asked Satsu to be a mod. So maybe eventually I'll be a mod of the Last Guardian leaderboards. In which case, I'd like to add, I was thinking about all barrels as a category. Just to kind of be goofy. It would show off a lot of new parts of the game, so. I was also thinking maybe resetless, since that changes some of the puzzles. But I don't know. I'll talk it over with Satsu. I don't particularly have anything against this guy, whose name it now occurs to me I don't know. But he's not one of the ones that, as a little kid, I would like specifically go back and fight just for fun. Like, I would go back and fight Avion. I would definitely fight Phalanx. I think I fought Phalanx more than any other one besides Avion. Quadratus I would go back and fight. But I guess it's kind of evident by the fact that I don't know this guy's name that I don't really fight him very much. So, what is this guy's name? He's Colossus 12, right? Oh, Pelagia. Right. I remember now. So we have this one. Next is Phalanx, right? And then Cenobia, the one that I think looks like a lion. And then Argus and Malice. And that's it. I do think the concept for this guy is really cool. They were really creative with a lot of these. Because they're not, you know, they're not all just huge lumbering monsters. They have, like, clever little gimmicks. And I like that a lot. Like Gaius breaking his own armor. That being said, I remember getting frustrated on this guy a fair bit. Shoot at me again, buddy. He's gonna shoot as soon as I come out. Okay. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. Can you go over a little bit more, my dude? Too far. Oh, too far. Too far. Yeah, you're totally right. Like, I just love Team Eco, whatever. They do such a good job with atmosphere. I need to stab, please. Oh, can I please just... Oh, really? You're gonna force me to two-cycle this? Fine. Fine. I guess because he has to destroy one of these. And it's actually been like a long time since I've played Shadow of the Colossus, so I figured it was about time. considering all the time I spend in Last Guardian. But as far as atmosphere, like, I mean, sure, you can argue that, you know, companies like, like From Software also have, you know, a very good handle of atmosphere and controlling their storytelling through atmosphere, but Team Ico is definitely really up there. You're actually right. March PS Plus will have this for free. So if you guys don't have a copy of this, pick it up. Like, it's great. And it's actually like a really good deal that that's coming for free. I was gonna do Dark Souls today, but then I saw that that was the free game, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't played that for a while, so that's why I'm here. Thank you, Rip. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoyed. It seems like a lot of people had a lot of fun watching Trico, so that makes me happy. Oh, you little troll. You juked me. How dare you not let me solve this puzzle the way I want to solve it instead of the way I'm supposed to. Fine. I'm just trying to jump up onto his face. You can totally, like, swim around his back and stuff, but I'm stubborn. I mean, you just saw me do it on the other platform. You know, the whole reason that I haven't played or speedrun Eco is because there's no remake. As soon as there's a remake, I think I'm probably gonna be like right on top of that. I'm so excited for them to eventually remake it, if they do. I think that it would be a smart move for them too, because I think it's beloved by a lot of people. Bye-bye, buddy. Yeah, like, I don't want to be one of those, like, snooty, oh, you know, the old version isn't good, I want to only play a new version. But, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I played the PS3 version of Shadow of the Colossus. I mean, of course I grew up with the PlayStation 2 version, and that's the one that is, like, near and dear to my heart. But when the PS3 remaster came out, it came, at least the one we have, came bundled with Shadow of the Colossus and Eco together. So I played Shadow of the Colossus, and coming from the PlayStation 2 version, the PlayStation 3 version just boggled my mind. Like, I could not get a handle on the controls. It was super frustrating to me. And I thought, like, this isn't the way that I want to experience Eco, you know? So I kind of figured I'll just wait for a really solid remake. And now, PlayStation 5, hopefully, is going to hit end of this year. So I'm hoping that with the PlayStation 5, you know, they'll have a little bit of an incentive to remake it. This is Phalanx, right? It has to be Phalanx. Phalanx? Yeah, it's totally Phalanx. Okay. You know what would be fun? I don't think it would ever get approved as like a category on the leaderboards, but Team Ico Trifecta would be really fun. Like all 3 games in a row. It'd be long. I don't actually know how long the speedrun of Shadow of the Colossus is. Like, obviously, I'm playing this super casually, and I'm gonna finish this in 3.5 or 4 hours. Last Guardian, you're gonna have about 3.5 hours. I don't really know about Ico. But that's, 10 hours? That's not unheard of, certainly. Isn't Final Fantasy VII like 9 hours? I guess I don't remember anymore. And especially if you allow that to be segmented. Like, I think people would run that. If you don't allow it to be segmented, then maybe not, but... Because, like, Legend of Dragoon speedrun is about 13 hours-ish. But that's allowed to be segmented, so, not a super big deal. You're looking at 3 or 4 hour run at a time. Man, that's not unreasonable. Okay, guess I can't go that way. Could have sworn that used to be a path. But I would run Trifecta for sure. I think for a lot of people, honestly, the Last Guardian would be the sticking point because they don't want to deal with Trico. I don't know how you wouldn't want to deal with Trico, but... that is, of course, coming from somebody who runs the Last Guardian, so maybe I'm biased. Oh, there's like a dust devil. That's cool. I used to fight Phalanx all the time. I think the only one that maybe I fought more than Phalanx was Avion. And I think, right, you can probably argue that Phalanx is the most peaceful of all of them, because even Phaedra will attack you, like, once you attack it. But Phalanx just does not fight at all. Phalanx, buddy, you're really slowing down. You okay? I'll just wait out the barrel roll. You can make it to the next one, but I'll wait. I think I can get the next one before it closes, but I don't think it's going to be possible to one cycle phalanx. Because the next one I think should be closing already. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. I'm not gonna jump down though, because that's gonna hurt me. I'm just gonna wait for him to dive. Plus aggro is gonna be right here, so. Yeah, this game is so good at not, like, ham-fisted force you into feeling bad, but, like, you do feel bad playing it. You know, it doesn't tell you to feel bad, but you can't help but feel bad. Because, like, even if you don't know what the story ends up being, even as you're playing and you're fighting these guys, you're like, why am I fighting these? They're not trying to hurt me. Oh jeez! Aggro! Oh no! The little guy with the torch, or the little guy that would run into the pillars? Because the little guy that runs into the pillars, the one that I think is a lion, I used to fight him all the time for fun. But the little guy with the torch, yeah, he still messes my stuff up. He, even just like half an hour ago or whenever we fought him, he batted me around the room for like 10 minutes. Sorry, Phalanx. Hey, Nust! Sorry about Nightbot. How you doing, Nust? Thank you. I was gonna go back and look for that myself. Aggro is... I don't know what aggro is made of. He's made of pure love and joy such that it can never be destroyed because, boy, he goes through a lot. Are you ever gonna run this, Nost? Or are you gonna kind of preserve it as casual, like I do with Spyro 100%? Well, 120, you know. So next is Zenobia, right? Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is super different from Spyro. And it's already, like, really competitive. Um, I think if I were ever to run it, it would just be, like, individual Colossi. How do I get to... Oh, yeah, it's this way. Oh, JoJo does those, really? I'm assuming that each version of this game has a separate leaderboard, right? Like PS2, PS3, PS4. I thought about doing platinum percent for this game, but that's at best like a 12-hour run. And like I'm not even necessarily opposed to a 12-hour run. It's just more like I have to take the day off work and my husband is both going to leave and get home while I'm streaming, you know? Yeah, I mean, they all play so differently, it seems like it would be unfair to have any of them share categories. Or share a leaderboard, I guess. I think this is the way to Zenobia. I'm doing all of this from memory. But I'm pretty sure this is the way. Yeah, Avion is one that I would definitely like want to run. Avion, Zenobia, Quadratus, and Phalanx are basically the four that I really, really love. I mean, all of them are great, except for Argus. Argus can go die in a hole. I'm sorry. Lots of people really like Argus. I've had very bad experiences with Argus. Have I taken a wrong turn at Albuquerque? This way. I'm in vaguely the right spot. I think it's up here to the left. Heaven forbid I just use my point you where you're supposed to go sword. I don't wanna. Argus is next too, so it'll be good to get that out of the way. It's totally just up here to the left. This Colossus, like, I don't know why, but this Colossus was always the one that I would fight when I was a little kid and I was sad. I don't know what it was, but if I was just having a bad day, I would just come and fight this one. I got really fast at it. I'm sure I was still, you know, nowhere near being like a speedrunner because I was like 9, but I don't think I was quite 9. That seems a little young. But yeah, I got really fast at Zenobia. So, based upon my research earlier, in which I got confused about whether there actually was a bull Colossus, this one is apparently called the Cerberus Colossus, which I guess is supposed to suggest that it's a dog, but to me it will always be a lion. I don't know. You know, Nos, I was thinking, like, boy, this swimming kind of feels clunky. I'm glad that it's not just me. And as Rip said a little bit earlier, for those who are just joining, this is the PS4 remaster of Shadow of the Colossus. If you have PS, is it PS Plus or PS Now? Whichever one gives you free games, Shadow of the Colossus is going to be free in March, so make sure you pick it up. Yeah, I mean, he kind of does. Yeah, I guess he looks like a dog. Can you see lion, though? I always thought he was a lion. I guess just because of his head. More so than, like, any other part of him. But it would kind of be weird to have a tiger Colossus and a lion Colossus. Like, that's pretty repetitive. And I think it's pretty safe to say that the one that you use a torch on is a tiger, or some kind of cat, I guess. I feel like what you're supposed to do is, like, get this guy to knock these down and then be on the side so that when it hits the ground you're just standing on a flat pillar. But I've never solved it that way, so I don't actually know if that's what you're meant to do. I always just solve it with these jumps, like, in the middle of the pillar falling. Like, that, I feel like, is what you're supposed to do. I'm also thinking, after this Colossus, I might go and give Artie some blueberries. Just because he's being a little bit grumpy with hiding all day today. Buddy, are you confused? I think he's doing a confuse. Alright, he's got it now. Man, I went to Video Games Live, which was like an orchestra concert of just video game music, and they played Shadow of the Colossus. It was so good. There's just something about this music that just it's always good no matter how you hear it. I think my only complaint about Video Games Live was that for some reason they decided not to play Bloody Tears from Castlevania, even though they played like all the other Castlevania music, and that struck me as very odd. Whoa. Okay, bye. Oh, I don't want to be wherever the heck I am. Don't hurt me. Whenever these little ones get you, it's always bad. I don't trust... Okay, I think he's just gonna do it, whether I hit him or not. I don't want to stand, like, out in the front, because he's just gonna knock it down. Yeah, it's really hard to tell what this guy, like, actually is. I guess I can see dog. I can also see lion. Honestly, you're kind of right. He mostly is like a boar. Also, while this cutscene plays, I'm gonna go give Artie some blueberries. I actually remembered that I had gotten a bunch of food out for Raffellos, so I'll just give Artie as much of it as he wants first. So this is Argus. At least I hope it's Argus, because that's what I've been calling him the whole time. I am not a fan of Argus. Like, if I'm being real, I just want this fight to be over. I totally knelt down there because I hit the call Trico button instead of the call aggro button. Not gonna lie. I know that there's a little trick you can do to get up into Argus's hand. To get him to drop his sword without actually having to, like, fall down to it. I don't know how that works. It's about getting, like, on his leg and climbing up his leg and his knee. In theory, I get it, but I've never really been able to make it work. I guess I don't want to be all the way over here, now that I think about it. Also, it seems like Artie just does not want to have anything to do with that food. He's grumpy. Because Artie is looking at that food. Rip, I will add some blueberries to his food as his treat. He's looking at that food and he won't come and get it because he's stubborn. I guarantee if I went over there with tongs or a spoon to feed him, he would be all about it. But he just wants to be spoon-fed right now because he's a lazy bum. Well, after I kill Malice, if Artie still hasn't eaten anything, I'll go and feed him off of a spoon because he's a little princess. I wish there was a different way we could fight Argus. Well, I mean, there is. There's the speedrunner's way, but I can't get that to work. So we're gonna have to do the whole thing where he slams the sides and gets the stuff to fall out of the ceiling and everything. And unfortunately, like, I have all these other swords. Like, I have the Queen's sword, I have this get all the coins sword, like, I have all these other ones. But the problem isn't, like, being able to kill his sigils faster doesn't solve the problem that I still have to get down into his hand, and that's annoying. But here we go. he's a really cool design. I can do it just right here, right? I don't have to take him all the way down, I don't think. Oh, does he have one on his chest too? I don't remember. I should probably figure it out. Where did that even go? That just hurt him like a normal amount. Yeah, I don't remember if he has one on his chest. Doesn't really look like it. Sort your little tippy taps out, my dude. Oh, you missed? Really? Hey. Big dumb old monkey. Put your foot here. I'm sure you can hear my dog crying in the background because since the lizard got food, he's like, what about me? Oh, good enough. Boy, he did not want to cooperate. Do you hear the dog throwing his food bowl around? Because the lizard got food, so now he's jealous. Oh, there's a thing over here, yeah. I didn't remember how this worked, now I do. So it doesn't look like there's one on his chest. Maybe there's one on his back. I feel like he has one somewhere. So I can't just drop like from his head to his hand or I'm gonna regret it. Yeah, he has one on his hand and he has one on the top of his head. I think he has one on like his shoulder or his back or something. Buddy, I'm gonna need you to get a little bit closer. I can't reach. Are you really going to walk away from me right now? Right, well I'll take his head, at least. Well, the one on his head isn't dead, so I guess he really does only have the one in his hand. Guess I was just making that up. Because he wouldn't have two more with only this much health. Yeah, buddy. Could you stop? quite low enough. There's so many pillars of light from where we've killed all the other ones. I feel so bad. I have a ton of stamina because I've played through this game so many times, so I'm really just gonna try not to drop. I'm gonna try to do this the slow way so that we can just be done with Argus. What is happening? I just need to be inside his hand for like 2 seconds. Alright, this should be fine. Please just die. Fantastic. Alright, I am gonna go feed Artie out of some tongs because, just to show him the food is there, because he's a big pampered little princess. Well, now he's just eating the bowl. Great. Artie is special. He's literally eating the bowl. I can say Artie is cute as much as I want. I can make no claims for how smart he is. Alright, so Malice is the last one. I think I'm gonna go to the left instead of to the right to get to him. I told you he would eat if I gave him food on his tongs, though. He's just very particular sometimes. And that food is boss. Like, I made that food with loving care and attention, and it's like, it looks delicious to me. So, for him to not want it, he's just being a picky little princess. So I feel like the fight with Malice actually kind of takes longer than I remember it taking. Because you have to do that whole maze in front of him, and then you have to climb him. And climbing him, I guess, is even a puzzle, isn't it? maybe we took the long way around. I can't really remember. I just remember that, like, the layout of the Forbidden Land is such you can get to this either way. But it's felt really good to play this again. I don't remember when this came out. It must have been 2018, right? Not early 2019. It was like late 2018, right? And I haven't played it since then. So it feels nice to get back to this. So yeah, if they remake Eco, whatever, I would totally run Trifecta. It would be super long, but it would be really fun. Yeah, Spyro was 2018, right? Late 2018? Have we really been running Spyro for more than a year? Yeah, that's insane. It doesn't feel like that long. Oh, Aggro, can you like take a step, please? I don't quite remember how this works. There we go. If you have never seen Shadow of the Colossus before, and you are heavily invested in playing the story for yourself, please stop now. Otherwise, continue to stick around. And appropriately, it starts to rain right at that moment. Aggro is best boy. Like, let's be real. Somebody asked me at GDQ in chat, they were like, who's better, Aggro or Trico? And I was like, I'm not gonna answer that. Yeah, let's rephrase that question to not even be a question. Just Aggro and Trico are best. Oh, that's cool. It's got like a burn mark that goes up the wall from the torch. Little details, man. Where? Oh, yeah. I remember. He's got such cool hands. I like him a lot. Skirt Colossus. Yeah. There really is nothing else it could be but a skirt, right? It's like a fort skirt. Oh, you know what would have been really smart? Is if I would have just put on my invisibility cloak. That wouldn't be as much fun, though. I wonder if there's like... I've never really checked, to be fair. I wonder if there's like a Shadow of the Colossus speedrun category where you are allowed to use all those items. Like invisibility cloak, queen's sword, all those. Because it wouldn't just invalid, or like, you know, it wouldn't ruin the run, it would just change it. I guess. Yeah, probably. Nost. I'm imagining there's such a thing. If I were a mod, I would make such a thing. If I were a mod, I would also make other odd things, though, so maybe that's not the best indicator. Speaking of odd things, and specifically you, Nost, not that you're odd, but you're related to Spyro, I kind of want to do Vortex on console. Is that a thing? Like, if I just do the balloonist glitch over and over again, I should be able to do that, right? I mean, obviously it's not on the leaderboards, but it would be kind of fun. Where am I going again? I guess I'm going this way. Well. There's New Game Plus All Enlightenments. Oh boy. I guess that's how they compensate for what would be a really short category. Yeah, I thought about it. I want to get a little bit of world record improvement on 80 dragons, and I'd like to take the world record in any percent, which I was, I think, 5 seconds away yesterday. Whoa. And after I do that, I thought, you know, something memey like Vortex would be fun, even though it's not on the leaderboards. But would I even have to do that? Well, I guess you might as well, right? I don't actually want to go this way. I want to go the other way. Toward his back. Whoa! Because I'll have to watch. You have vortex percent runs somewhere, right? I am trying very hard to get Wander to jump onto his hand, but apparently that's a no-go. Okay, well, I guess I made it, so... I completely forgot about this arm part. Now I guess it's... I don't really know why I'm not able to get Wander to jump, but it's being a real booger about it, for sure. Wander, would you please just jump backwards? I've grabbed onto something, yay! Not by jumping backwards, because for some reason I couldn't get it to work, but, you know. Whoops, I didn't mean to actually explode you, but sure. Just kinda forgot I had that bow. I think that's about it, folks, unless I do something horrifically stupid and just fall straight off of his face. Oh, I've spoken too soon. Hi, Yoko. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing today? Yeah, I figured after Last Guardian at GDQ it would only make sense to run another Team Eco game. And it had been quite a while since I played Shadow, so... Oh man, Artie he's on the launch, isn't he? There was only so long he could sit there and smell it before he was like, yeah, I'm hungry, tongs or no tongs. Yeah, this was a great way to end this week. This was really fun. Got my work done early today. Played the entirety of Shadow of the Colossus in, I guess, 3 hours and 2 minutes, it looks like. The reason for the guy to kill the Colossi is he brought a lady. I don't know that you're really supposed to know whether it's like his girlfriend or his sister or what, but she is not moving. I don't know if she's dead, but he brings her to this great power that's in this temple and says, can you help me help her? And he's like, yeah, sure, but you gotta kill these Colossi. We're about to get a ton of story stuff, so if you would like to experience this game for yourself, now would be a good time to duck out because it's about to go down, I think. Thanks for stopping by. See you around. I don't really know why Wander didn't get teleported back to the temple this time. I guess it's probably because nothing is actually like there anymore to teleport him back because it's all with him now. I'm not nearly as versed in Shadow lore as I am in The Last Guardian. And I mean, there's only so much you can know, because Team Ico never really completely gives the answers to their games. So there used to be trophies. I don't remember in this version what the trophies are, but I know in the PlayStation 3 version there was a trophy for like not getting sucked into the vortex for like a minute or 2 minutes or something. And then like smashing these guys was another trophy. Smash! Right on top of all of them. I think there's also... I want to remember what all of the controls are. I thought you could breathe like... Yeah, you can breathe like goo. I always thought this was a cute little end thing. Like, it doesn't make a difference, but it's still fun to play it for just like a second. He also had barrels, yeah. He's spitting the blue goo too. Where are my little buddies? So, is this guy... I guess not. I was gonna say, is he like an amalgamation of all the Colossi? Oh, he's got like a tail. I never noticed that before. See, he's got like a flippy flappy tail back there. Looks like a shrimp. Oh boy, I just have 600 arrows in me. Is it possible? I wonder if... probably not, but if you're just like playing through for the first time and you have a much smaller health bar, is it possible to stall them long enough that they shoot you long enough that they kill you? Probably not. There's no real sense in me, like, struggling, you know? I might as well just run right towards it. Such nice imagery. So Ico, whatever, is the game that I'm the least familiar with. So I don't necessarily know if like what's happening here is what causes the events of that game to happen, or if it's like the other way around. I don't really know. And I certainly don't know how The Last Guardian fits into this, but it's clear that it does because you can find a Trico barrel in the woods. I think The Last Guardian probably happened first. Yeah, that was my understanding, is that this is a prequel in the sense that they've sort of created now the beings that are later problematic in Ico. You know, it occurs to me, if I would just look at the Japanese title of the game, I would know what what the pronunciation is. Yeah, so it's literally just the katakana I and the katakana ko. So, yeah, the game is called Ico, then, not Ico. Yeah, Aggro is made of something stronger than steel. He's a best boy. And we all know that best boys are indestructible. I mean, obviously that's Shadow of the Colossus. It's gonna show all of the Colossi now in the order that we killed them. It felt really good to play this game again. I was gonna play Dark Souls today. I was gonna like co-op Sunbro with people. But I was like, yeah, you know, I just played The Last Guardian for a while. Oh, by the way, special thanks to Nomad Colossus right there. He got like special credit for all of his contributions to, or her, I think it's a he. I haven't actually met Nomad in person. But Nomad got special credit here in the credits for all of their contributions to Team Eco games and the lore. And I'm trying really hard to work with Nomad Colossus at the moment. with the Last Guardian to try to maybe get some sequence breaks and other cool stuff for the potential for changing up the speed run a little bit. If you guys were there for the exploit hunting for the Last Guardian, probably like a month and a half ago, there's that invisible wall underneath the elevator at the end of the game, and we're trying to work out where that comes from and maybe how we can get around it. Nomad is super friendly and super helpful, and definitely deserves to be recognized as someone who's really contributed to this world. Hey, there he is. Swung in right at the end. RK800 Connor, is that a reference to Detroit Become Human, or is that just happenstance? I think I have a little bit of an advantage in, being able to just sit down and beat it by virtue of having played it to death as a little kid, so. I don't really know what they're supposed to eat, though. Because, like, they climb to the top, right? But if you go to the top yourself, it's all just fruit that hurts you. So I don't know what they're supposed to do. Hager's like, yeah, okay, I've had enough of the horn baby. Bye. Well, that's it for that. They're gonna head up to the garden, and I'm gonna be calling it there for me. But thank you guys so much for joining. It was great to have y'all, and it was really fun to play this game again. It was nice to finally have a Friday. I don't always stream on Fridays. It was nice to finally have a Friday where I was able to get my work done, get everything like organized, and just have time to do a casual run. So that was fun. While they're heading up to the top of the I was gonna say top of the White Tower, Last Guardian again. I'm gonna see who's streaming. Maybe I can throw you over to somebody else. Yeah, it was good to have all of you guys. Let's see who is around. GDQ is still streaming Final Fantasy IV. You guys are interested in that. The GDQ event's going to be going until sometime tomorrow, I think. But I think I'm going to throw you guys over to It's Mr. Reed. He's playing Overwatch. He hangs around here sometimes, so let's go join him and have some fun with Overwatch. Thank you guys so much for joining. Have yourselves a wonderful day and a wonderful time until I see you next, whenever that might be. The next time I am going to be streaming is going to be Monday with Spyro, and then Tuesday for The Last Guardian. If you were here for The Last Guardian at GDQ and you were sad that you didn't get to see the cutscenes, we're going to be doing, it's still going to be a speed run on Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Still going to be a speed run, but we're going to pause and let the cutscenes play so that you guys can see the full story experience. So if that interests you, hop back around at that time. Otherwise, I'm going to send you over to It's Mr. Reed. Stop in and say hi. See you later, everybody.